is an appeal to the Chief Justice of Ghana that the letter of apology from Honorable Kennedy Agyapong should be rejected. We are calling for that letter to be rejected by the Chief Justice so that the contempt of court that he has demonstrated is what will be looked at and what will be considered. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong needs to face the law. And I am going to state a few reasons. Reason number one, he is a member of parliament. He knows the rules. He understands the rules. He has been a member of parliament for a very long time. If anything at all, we can classify him as a seasoned politician. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong knows better, but he refuses to do better. Now, to go to the extent of insulting the judiciary, a member of the judiciary, a judge for that matter, you cannot just apologize in a mere letter. We are the people, and many of us are saying we reject that letter of apology. He needs to face the law. And if it means that he has to go to jail, the Chief Justice needs to put him in jail to serve as a deterrent to anybody and everybody, especially to people in authority who think that they are above the law because they have money, because they finance political parties, because they finance politicians, because they are big businessmen, whoever they are. It's about time you and I nip that in the bud. We need to empower our people wherever they are, who are supposed to be people in authority, who are supposed to take a stand, but sometimes are afraid because of the powers that be. This is not acceptable. Reason number two why it is not acceptable. For those of you who think this is a joke, that I am a joke, well, I'm about to make you laugh even more. I'm about to make you laugh even more, especially those of us who live abroad. Those of us Ghanaians who live abroad, who know fully well how democracy works, who know fully well how the law is taken seriously in your country of residence. And you know fully well that if any member of parliament of the country where you reside should act in the way and manner that Honorable Kennedy Agyapong acts in Ghana, they will not be in parliament. You know that. And today I am going to speak particularly to those of us who live abroad, because it seems as if we are the ones who are becoming the problem. Many of us who live abroad, refusing to tell the truth, refusing to speak truth to power. Why? Because we are MPP. Why? Because we are NDC. So in your country of residence, you know how the law works. You know how the law is respected. You live in the United States of America. You live here in the United Kingdom where I live. You live in Germany. You live in Holland. You live in Italy. You live in China, Japan, Korea, Australia. You know how the law works. Why are you refusing to allow the law to work in Ghana? Why do you refuse to allow the laws to work in Ghana? Why do you refuse to allow people in authority, when they need to apply the law on other persons in authority, to do so? So just because it's Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, we must allow him to do whatever he likes, to the extent now that openly on television, he insults members of the judiciary, judges, and we think it is okay. because it is honorable. No, it is not okay. And this particular behavior of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has been going on for far too long. And it's about time we apply the rule of law. Now, many people are saying which law? Because oftentimes we come from a country where when things like this happen, people either do whatever and they get away with it. But this time, Mr. Chief Justice, we are calling upon you to do right by us Ghanaians. You cannot just accept a letter of apology in which Honorable Kennedy Agyapong refuses to even acknowledge and mention the judge whom he openly insulted on national television. Now, let us ask Honorable Kennedy Agyapong this question. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, you have lived in the United States of America. You lived there for many years. I would believe that you perhaps are still even an American citizen. Or perhaps you renounced your citizenship to serve in public office in Ghana. But even so, I have one question for you tonight. Had you been a member of Congress or a member of the Senate in the United States, do you think you can get away with insulting a member of the judiciary or the whole entire judiciary for that matter and get away with it in the United States of America? Would you still be a member of parliament by now? Would you still be a member of parliament by now? So why is it that you take Ghana for granted? Take Ghanaians for granted. And just because it's Ghana, you choose to do whatever you like because you are Kennedy Agyapong. Nobody. Well, Honorable, like some of us have been telling you all this while, we all, just like yourself, live abroad. The only difference between you and some of us is that you are currently residing in Ghana, serving in Ghana. But if I was to come to Ghana to live in Ghana today and be a public servant, I also can speak confidently and boldly and passionately, just like you do. I also can be in Ghana and pull government, any government for that matter, up on anything. At the end of the day, the only reason is because we are developing. And until we get to that status where we become developed, we have got to do things and do them correctly, do them properly, do them with wisdom and integrity. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, you have no respect for us Ghanaians. You take many of us for granted. Just because you have your way with the majority who are ignorant, who are illiterate, you think you sometimes lose yourself. You sometimes lose yourself and think that you can categorize all of us as such. But I'm afraid, like I keep saying, there's a new breed of us, a new bunch of us, a new generation of us coming up who will not allow that, because we have a country to uphold, the dignity of our country to uphold, the good name of our country to uphold. We are all ambassadors in our own right, wherever we find ourselves as Ghanaians, and we will not allow such behavior anymore. If we will not, it is not being condoned here in the diaspora or abroad. If you cannot do that in the United States of America, then we will not allow you to do it in Ghana either. You have gotten away with a lot. You have gotten away with a lot. We are not afraid of you. It is just respect that we have given to many of you, our leaders, all this while. But to say that we are afraid of you, no. And for those of you who keep saying, oh, Marie, be careful. Oh, you have to be careful. Look, I have one thing to tell you. People have died. Many people laid down their lives for you and I to be here today. Many people laid down their lives for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to be able to become a member of parliament today. Many laid down their lives. Many laid down their lives. Let me show the video in which Honorable Kennedy Agyapong used the usual vitriolic, denigrating, disparaging, distasteful, disrespectful language towards the judiciary. And then we will go ahead and read his apology letter and send our final appeal to the Chief Justice. So let's watch this video. It's about time. It is about time. And the time is now. What you cannot do in the United States of America, you will not do in Ghana. You know better and you must do better. It is because of the likes of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. That is why young children, school children, can put cameras in front of them in the year 2020 and insult the president directly. Why? Because that is the behavior that has been modeled on television, on radio for them to see. And nobody, many of our journalists are not able to speak up on it because they are afraid. Can I blame them? No. It is no surprise that President Kufuor, and I will keep referencing President Kufuor, it is no surprise that President Kufuor keeps hammering on the fact that it is Africans in the diaspora who will make a major impact on the continent in our respective countries, because the diasporans have a certain type of mindset. That is why many of us in the diaspora or living abroad are able to see and pick up and pull up the likes of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong on their behavior, because we are not afraid of them, because we see how it is done in our countries of residence. It is a way Ghana ni a wutia kwentum, way Ghana ni a wutia brochure, na se wo support Honorable Kennedy Agyapong behavior ni dia, na tres a brochure na ubetena ye. I am sorry to tell you, say one bishia hwe wa ha. One bishia hwe wa brochure. So wutia brochure, way Ghana ni a wutia kwentum. Say no atemdidie ni die he. We have gone past that atemdidie. When I finish this video, take it, go and sit on your platform and insult me as much as you want. It does not faze me at all. Nokre eye bakope. Nokre eye bakope. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, the behavior now or the Ghana no, or United States of America, on to me fasa behavior nentena ho. It is on to me nyen wo United States of America, yem pene ema on yesa behavior no wo Ghana ho. And no ti anadwi ye di enidie any obuo kwan so esre Chief Justice say letter of apology no yempene so ye Ghana fo ye say yempene so Honorable Kennedy Agyapong onfa nemfa emra kwan so eye contempt of court said ye me na metena meka me Facebook yi so na me didi jaja tema kadia mode beye me no as a Ghanaian citizen no monfa the same thing monfa your Honorable Kennedy Agyapong enti say your prison jail term na was or serve moma serve jail term. It's about time. This is not the time obia be pleadia ma obia. Ye say yi muntie 3 ebisiye omo pleadi ye but ye de omo tumu. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say we pleadia Korana still as I was saying, you didn't to my yefanintum. Nobody is above the law. President Kufuor, who message about what the bre no, we see rule of law. We are calling upon the president of Ghana to apply the rule of law. To apply the rule of law. It is as simple as that. And for those of you who are insulting on the platform right now, I have one word for you. Ignorance. Ignorance. You are ignorant. That's what it is. It is because of the likes of you. Because you hate to hear the truth. But let me tell you, I am here for a very long time. As long as Jehovah God gives me breath. As long as God gives me breath, and some way, Yebeka, we will have the hard conversations. We will have them. We will have them. because we also want our country to one day become a developed country. We have been developing for a long time. One day, we also want to bear the status developed. In order for us to become a developed nation, we have a lot of things to fix. We have to go back and fix a lot of things in order to move forward. Video, and you judge for yourself whether this is acceptable behavior or not. And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong himself knows very well that it is unacceptable. That is why he himself has found it worthy to apologize. But his apology is not acceptable. Because we've been telling him for far too long. Yes, Shas, Yakachre Honorable says, I deal with Onjai, Enyene. Bear with me, make share video naba. A hefa kroso wa abrochire and a member of parliament utmitina TV so a use words and a way you're stupid and a way you're fool and a way where Jimmy and a say and na diamedi bayaw and I will deal with you. A hefa cross a member of parliament utina radio so TV so and I will use start like we say you will deal with people. You will deal with people at the channel was na parliament and you are being allowed. Now United States of America wait me yes how
because you cannot just send a without his knowledge. And some foolish lawyers are also behaving a lot of tricks. First, assassin, Mikoya, Mammy, yes, minimum. I don't know to be concerned, but who sent me to assassin? Foolishness. And you a jet, you grant that. You are stupid jet. Great scandal. Oh, no, please let me learn. I want to learn.
And you see, and even when the host, Kwekuanan, was trying to draw his attention, Kwekuanan tried to draw his attention to the fact that, Honorable, you cannot talk like that. Or say, oh, Maminka, because I am Kennedy Agyapong, me. Ase o mine Ghana no eya wodia. Ase asase no ya wodia. Ase o mine no eya wodia.
Meanwhile, another comma, when my children, Oko producing documents, now would there fake documents in the crowd? He has gone to court. The lawyer wrote the thing on the 5th of August, and was appearance here 13. I didn't get anything. Now on the 1st of September, Mohammed in Jansha Kotro, you are a stupid jet. I will face you. You are a stupid jet. Who pays you? You are a stupid jet. Yes.
See, very aggressive, very violent and aggressive. You are a stupid judge. No, then it's not potable. So I will face you. Really? Okay, we will see unsrobia the same way. Also be unsro. The same way now also be unsro. Honorable. Unsrobia also be unsro. You see, and somebody just wrote a comment here. Let me read this comment. Somebody, Felix Q or Sebons to say, Madam, even the president in the United States, in the USA, said that he is going to deal with some people if they are doing wrong. Felix Q or whatever your name is. Mamin Kasim Binchro, Ghana or my Ghana, yeah, my Ghana, no, and yeah, na fe ni United States of America. That's a fact. Or my Ghana, and yeah, na fe any United States of America. And it is a United States of America president, any in Kufuor dealia. That's a whole different ball game. Well, no, we're the most powerful nation in the world. Or you developed, we're developing ma abrosho. And tina wunkrofuo, ukromufuo, Felix, ukromufuo, esweme Atlantic, no. Through they walk from Ghana, through Burkina Faso, across the Sahara Desert, esweme across the Mediterranean to try to get to Europe. Or free Europe, they want to go to the United States of America. And you wafe any America. And you yafe any America. And it is America president. Yeah, whatever he's doing. And the woman senators, no woman congressmen, no woman penny for. Men fa woman me compare in this regard, in this context. In this context. Ignorance na make can was e be any. Ignorance no e be any. And ye yafe any America. Now, if the president of the United States says he will deal with people, yeah, Ghana, yafe any United States of America. Somebody who has nuclear weapons, wafe no. Wafe no. Ignorance. And the United States of America president will be dealing with people. And yes, we allow Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to say he will deal with people when we are a very poor nation. When the United States of America president, pardon my French, calls us a shithole. Calls us a shithole. You want us to compare in this context? Are you for real? Are you for real? This is a member of parliament of a developing nation. A developing, and only word that me person you focusing on. We are a developing. And a dear building blocks. And yes, what are the building blocks we are putting in place for the next generation to come and build upon? To move the country forward. Ask Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, can he, if he was a member of Congress, or if he was a member of the Senate in the United States, could he exhibit this behavior in the United States and get away with it? Do you think so? Insult the judiciary, insult a judge and get away with it, and just write a mere letter of apology, not even acknowledging the person you insult in the letter. Because Ghana, anything goes. Me to me, dear me pay. Because MPP for kura me party for kura omusuro me. Because sometimes president no kura no odi or minus no me to make a come my drink to obi and to me nyamishe. That is why our country is the way it is, and it is a fact. Sane ye peno, and I ye pese esisa. When we keep saying said the narrative must change, what narrative are we talking about? What narrative are we changing? If the likes of somebody like you or Sebunsu will come and write comments like this, what narrative are we changing? Then we might as well sit here and clap our hands for the children who insulted the president. Anambwa, who taught the children that behavior? Why not? And the majority of our journalists are quiet. Every so often, you have an opportunity to bring Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to your studios, and you refuse to ask him the hard questions and hit him hard and tell him in his face. Because journalists, I don't know, Ghana, your journalists, no do and but I don't know. Say, I am who say, or mine, then how do you say the progressiveness of the nation? No, so as journalists, I don't know whether you guys really see the power that you have as journalists. One or two be pet, and I make me a kase sebe mutumi pushy pa, just a mutumi holdy your leaders ni be no. And no crowd. Sometimes mo questioning ni be why you're joining why we are like, are you for real? Yet you want to be like Christiana Amampo. Yet you want to be like Larry King. Yet you want to be like Piers Morgan. You want to be like Nick Ferrari. No more to United Kingdom radio station. So now what kind of politicians ne fa who dia anka United Kingdom ke drew baby drew. Enra, when the Prime Minister was given an update on COVID-19, look at how he was being challenged by journalists. Look at how he was being challenged by journalists. But in Africa, we are afraid of our politicians. Why? Because obet me the wafa kwang be so. So what? It is appointed once unto man to die. And if you die for your country, so what? Haven't others died for their country? But why must we even get to that level where people are afraid to speak up on issues and pull up leaders and politicians when they go wrong? Because you are afraid that somebody might do something to you. And the more now we say things like that, no, the more we feed energy into it. That is why I refuse to put energy into those thoughts. That somebody can do something to me. Nobody can do nothing to me. Because I'm speaking my mind. Because I'm speaking my mind. We have allowed a politician. It's almost as if he's more powerful than the president himself. One person, one individual, feels like he has the whole Ghana on top of his head. No. And we are appealing to the Chief Justice. Says our letter of apology with you, Mr. Chief Justice. You must put Kennedy Agyapong emphasis. Na honorable who say ono na wa ma emra na ewo Ghana no ebinum ntumi nya adwuma ene Ghana fuo binom ya sorry the spirit of ye na ya asantoa wasa sorry through ye mu binom. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong this year ya around April May ye mu bimo ema yete diaspora ha. We started a petition because of this same threatening and abusive behavior. We are telling the CJ, as I'm speaking to you now, there is still an active online petition on change.org about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. It was our behavior we are. And people, you see, the sad thing about some of these things that many Ghanaians feel say, oh, it's something in this was share or kasa santi. Hey, no, honorable. What is honorable about such behavior? What is honorable about it? What is honorable about this? Meti UK ha. Sometimes me share Prime Minister's question time. Anyhow, a Prime Minister, any members of Parliament, and it is said, I almost see boo or minor, even Ghana for what Parliament will UK ha. Ghana for what your Parliament will UK ha. Now, we when you share on my Ghana, we see news, and now we call Facebook, you know, money at the addition, now we share the apostle or my Ghana. Now, your heart is broken. Why? And like I said, this time, I am throwing a challenge to Ghana for na yeti akwentu, especially so we ye MPP ni awuti akwentu ma. I am appealing to your conscience. Me pese wu bisa wu se we ye MPP ni awuti akwentu ma. Me pese wu bisa wu ena na dwi se. Adenti na debia President Kufuor do eka kachire ye se. Africans ye wo diaspora. Ye na ye betumi asesa Africa. Why? Question. And the reason I'm throwing this question to MPP Fuone in particular is because mo supporting Honorable Kennedy Agyapong behavior no, thinking that so we pulling it up on the behavior now you have gone against your party. It is wrong. It is wrong. I don't know what kind of mindset that is. Se me ye MPP ni meti akwentum se me ntumi me se me ko catch Honorable Kennedy Agyapong said de all ye no enya like I've turned my back on my party. Who told you that? In fact, woyɛ MPP ni no ɛno koraa na ɛwɔ sɛ wotumi ma Honorable Kennedy Agyapong sɛ ehu sɛ honorable deɛ woyɛ no enkoyie number 1 ɛnsɛ mfata party no number 2 woyɛ mmara beja hwɛni. I hope I said the word right. Wo hyɛ mmara ɛno deɛ kyerɛ sɛ medwe ho a menti aseɛ sɛ obi a wo sɔre kɔtena parliament sɛ wokɔhyɛ mmara wo hyɛ mmara no but untumi ni mmara ne so wo hyɛ mmara no ɔmo ɛwɔ sɛ wo ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma ɛfa mmara ne ho no wo sɔre a na wudi ɔmo atam judiciary na sɛ ne ɔkyena no pa sɛ akwara bi sɔre na odidi judges na atam a yɛntumi nka nkyerɛ akwara ne sɛ wayɛ bɔne ana because panimu na kyerɛ no. I'm sorry if I have defected into my language. It comes naturally. It is natural. I can't help it at this point in time. Say so that my mother say me ye kakra wo twi mu a me de nkran kakra bebem because me tin nkran kakra. Me bet na abroche me nkran no aye basa but me try. No ni mi wie no oji. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong esuba na ketagana. Enyami no obomi to egbekene. Wanyan watashi as Ghana be ni wakbene ni honorable afe no ne fio ake ba nye teshi ne jeje egbeme ba jeje ake mo fe mo ke ofe no ko ne sumo Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ke ele bona ake gbomo rio ele bona tashi ni a resolve your issue dabi da ne gidi mene o ya wona osofo ba keke wona aheni no ba ngme keke moko ba awi ne ke bo ken ne ke moko ba awi ne ke honorable how long Ghana bi ni nyembo mitwe how long ni wo ke wo inwe ba akwen no honorable acha ne ke ni ne no yet wo ke won town ni wo ma ya heko ni ke wotashi ni wo allow ne kani bi ne wo Ghana wo ma wo hu ba anya one day wo ka ke wo hu wo fe developed a few years ago not like a few decades ago almost about 40 years ago no ake no me China tomo Ghana ni China be decide China be tomo mikebo Kamo nupai na me decide akeshi enough is enough. One town ni wo ma ba fe developed. One town ni wo ma fe powerful. Ni China be decide ake ame ba chake ni bi. Ame boy ake ame educate ame gbeke bi illiteracy fe aboy ame educate mo. Aboy ame ni chomo. China be ba boy gbeke bi ani chomo. A chomo fia money ame fe no fia na banya ame fe makola ke let us just imaginary wokola ke ameke wall for China he ameke wall for he na me decide ake moko ya moko ba shika kwe shima na me shika ko ba ke if anything shika ba ma me shaka wo shika ba shi wo ma na me ni China lock ame he mene kwa mo China 40 years pe 40 years mene kwemo China wo business women e pi ni nyembo mitwe gbekene kenye tefia je China ya hi onye ni bi wo business men pi ni nyembo mitwe wo nyem ma hi ni nye ho ni bi ye roadside ye Ghana ka ni bi kenye tefia je China ya the same thing with Dubai a few decades ago less than 3 decades ago or almost 3 decades ago, Dubai, no mere desert. Bomo adesa, Dubai bi, jeblo for me. Dubai bi, tomo mikebo. Ni Ghana bi jiwo. Dubai bi na meteshi, na me decide akeshi, ame ba fix ame man. Mene kwemo Dubai. Kote share, bofu okoshika. Boy for plane ticket Emirates, boy te Dubai, boy ya wo lace, keba Ghana. Boy ya wo gold, keba Ghana. Boy ya wene, boy keba Ghana. Why can't we also develop our country? And when many are trying and calling for the development of our country, we allow Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and a few others to do whatever they please. Because Ghana, you to me the me not share me party na what power na ye what power me chrow me face you me chrow me ya ko picking up me ya locking on me. Hey, so boy we oba me premises how no ade be chi na boy na wu Ahmed Swale, may his soul rest in peace. Ahmed Swale, may his soul rest in peace. Oh, BBC for Ghana, Yababa interview, no, I did BBC Nina Tem. Or sorry, na me no ya peneso, no, I found a bag, no, I saw in a parliament. No, I saw in a parliament. Nanseya, man be free United States of America, esse on any babe contesting, ewa asin fushuho. Oh, no, I use no power. Now you disqualify a man, no, papa na to me crown contesting because me Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Honorable, I respect to. Said ya abroche Emma unya sa mindset na utumi de kasa wa kokodro ni tumi mu. Etumi kachire Ghana fo bi no so omu nim nyansa to the extent say enne kora wetumi akachire judge say oye stupid no. The same abroche ni na ye nyina yete. The same abroche ni na ye nyina yaba be sua de. The same abroche ni na atete yen enti na me so meni wudi sa ankomu. The same mindset. The same mindset. Said ya na utumi kachira o man hene ewo program bi no na wo ye program bi ni o man hene na utumi kachira o man hene tumi didi natem afi wo de o man hene call America o man hene ye video etu Facebook so say oh ni awo kanyina afi na wate ase ne ye nyina abrochire ni bia na yete me so me hwe United Kingdom said ya wo mo si ya wo mo parliament me hwe House of Commons Prime Minister's question time me hwe no mani ade na ye hwe systems ne how aye sa na ye nyina ye passionate about ye man Ghana ye pese o man ne economy but awo twen yasan ye kasa de kronti a Ghana ntumi nko nanim since you became a member of parliament at the kronti a Ghana ntumi nko nanim as best as we could. Now Honorable Okahobi, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem, Honorable. Udi wu 60th birthday nanse ya wadanfo papa bi kora kasa kireo ebeto abontin ma ye nyina ye hwebi. But it seems as if still no there's something I don't know. Honorable, you are not a leader. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, you are not a leader. You are not a leader. And the reason I am confident and I can tell you say you are not a leader no is because we know leaders. We have seen leaders. We have taken courses with people who teach on leadership. The likes of John Maxwell, the world's best expert on leadership. We have listened to the likes of Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memories, who was an advisor to governments, to presidents around the world, to leaders around the world. We listen and we follow their leadership. And so I am confident in telling you tonight that you are not a leader. And the earlier you step down from that Asin Fosu seat, the better for you. And I am telling the people of Asin Fosu, I am appealing to the people of Asin Fosu tonight, where my own husband comes from. The Amwakwa Buedu family, they are from Asin Fosu. I am appealing to the people of Asin Fosu that you have to let Honorable Kennedy Agyapong lose his seat this 2020. Move voting Tiano. That is the only way we can get that man out of parliament. Vote against him. Make him lose his seat. Mamunsro. Mobedi matem batem fame ho. Mobedi matem munimia. Munko bisa mashe wa me father-in-law ho. Justice Amwakwa Buedu. Ono no ye me father-in-law. Ofri Asin Fosu. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong needs to lose his seat. That is how you get such people out of parliament. He needs to lose the seat. And to the youth of Asin Fosu, this is your time to take action. Mamo man kakrawan na ode mamo maji eno man kitinkiti kan kitinkiti maji and now na me kotu ya obi ba school fees na me kotu why not ne papa entu ya obi ba school fees me papa dead bodies na no carry on a car mo just because he was an MP. Dead bodies enkrofuo wu ahemachi ni abebo ye punum edin asem yesi yehwehwe MP aden obi ewu e wo se me papa sorry no patare ye no tuka no kotam dead body de to ne car mo no de come mortuary. because we MP. Itinya wonko na watuatua school fees no money ade o. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Enya wonko na watuatua school fees no money ade. Enu nti ase wa chese wa ye bia ma obi da. Na we si dan ama obi kura so what? Ene na as Vice President Bawumia ono so ensi dan ama obi. Vice President Bawumia we ensi dan ama obi. You people of the youth in Asinfosu, especially the first time voters, the youth na mobabe voting for the first time ewo Asinfosu no, you need to vote Honorable Kennedy Agyapong out. Vote him out. It means do not vote for him. Vote him out. All those big people who think they can do whatever they like in Ghana, who are members of parliament, they need to lose their seats this 2020. Enra se me beka, me see ye nyina ye ba beko into full campaign mode. Ye ba beko into full campaign mode. Things need to change in Ghana and things will change because we are a whole generation a yeba. President Kufuor and ama ye power. Last year, or kachira ye wo Canada, or say ye ma 52% of the population, yena ye dorso, yet he is not seeing enough dynamism, activism, and movement from the part of the majority. And one and I say, oh, thank you, President Kufuor. Now, what my to me, ye bekasa, we are the majority. I am appealing to the women, to the loyal ladies, to the loyal ladies. There's an MPP young lady be. There's a young lady be on social media. I know jina ne kitchen and or ye video. MPP for money sa lady na money nenkasa because atem didi no enye no na ye de chechere o man. Obia osore no didi nipa atem by heart enye sa suban no na ye de chechere o man. Na sa lady no me gidi say ya wo fa wo bag utu kwan wo ba abrochire na wo ba abrochire sa na wo be hu sa abrochire no omo ye omo politics. What Ghana would di attempt by heart no young ladies say and your cases and a hippie upon yourself. Professor Nana Jane Opokwa Jemai kura udi na tem. Young lady be or Ghana ni or your video or social media so you know Jane in the kitchen. Won't compare with talent ne purpose being fine ye juma. Would ya say obia be na no politics ho na eye bibia se be in favor MPP e was so bana obedi di atem as a young woman.